Okay. So we'll wait for another 1 minute. Later on, we'll start with the session. Still, some more people are yet to join. Is the screen is visible? Screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the module 4, I think we have discussed about various types of accidents and what are the causes for accidents and basic elements for the cause of accidents. And we have discussed about the measures also, that is engineering measure, enforcement measure and education measure. Today we will be solving some problems on this analysis of accidents. Okay, in the previous class we have discussed about various types of accidents, that is when the moving vehicle collide with the parked vehicle, when the moving vehicle collide with the stationary object, when the moving vehicle collides with the rigid structure, and when the moving vehicle collides, that is a head-on collision we have discussed. Then collision because of vehicles which is coming in opposite direction we have discussed at the intersection. Then rear end collision we have discussed. Today we will be solving some problems on this type 1, that is when the moving vehicle collides with the parked vehicle. Okay, so before going to that, as we all know that when an accident has occurred means there will be a skid mark will be present on the surface of the road. Okay, when an accident has occurred means there will be a skid mark which is present in the surface of the road. So using that skid mark, okay, that is by measuring the skid distance or the skid mark which is present on the road surface, we are going to determine the speed of the vehicle. So in the analysis of accidents, keep it in mind, we are going to solve, or we are going to discuss about or we are going to find out what is the initial speed, that is what will be the initial speed of the vehicle when it is moving before collision. Okay, in all the analysis of accidents, what you will be discussing means you will be determining the initial speed. Okay, initial speed of the vehicle by using the skid distance. Okay, this is the first concept behind the analysis. So using the skid mark or skid distance, we will be discussing, or we will be finding out the initial speed of the vehicle. Okay, is it clear? Kindly respond. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, note down the formula, the first slide, the formula note down. S is equal to V1 square minus V2 square divided by 254 F. So this is the formula which we are going to get from the basic physics. Okay, basic physics, that is V square is equal to U square minus 2AS. Using that formula we have got this equation, S is equal to V1 square minus V2 square divided by 254 F. So kindly note down the formula. So kindly note down. So in this we will be determining the initial speed of the vehicle. Okay, initial speed of the vehicle. So sorry, it is V2. So make a correction here. It is V2. Okay, note down. So kindly tell me when it is completed so that we will go for next slide. Okay, the actual what we are, the analysis we are going to conduct, we will go. So I hope the screen is visible to everyone, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, note down, note down. Something wrong with the PPT. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait for a minute. Something wrong with the PPT. So wait for 2 minutes. Now are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, note down the formula. So using this skid mark, we will be determining the speed of the vehicle, that is the initial speed. So this is the general concept behind the analysis of accidents. So kindly note down. There are only two simple problems are there. We will be solving those problems today. So kindly inform me when it is completed so that we will go for next slide. That is the actual analysis, the type 1 accident, that is when the moving vehicle collides with the parked vehicle. So this is the simple physics physics they are using for determining the speed of the vehicle. So kindly tell me when it is completed. So in the exam they may give the final speed of the vehicle. So after collision what will happen means the vehicle comes to rest. So you can take V2 square is equal to 0. When the vehicle comes to rest means after collision we can consider V2 is equal to 0. V2 is equal to 0. Completed? Is it completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Note down the important part, that is a type 1 accident, collision of moving vehicle with parked vehicle. That is the moving vehicle when it collides with the parked vehicle, what will be the speed, initial speed we are going to determine. So when we solving problem I am going to show how this moving of vehicle collides with the parked vehicle. Suppose a vehicle A moving with V1 kmph skids through a distance S1 after the application of brakes, collides with a parked vehicle B. So here what will happen, a vehicle, go for slide. So you can observe here a vehicle is moving, this is the vehicle A. So a parked vehicle is there, that is B vehicle. So the initial speed, so the vehicle A moving with the V1 kmph skids through a distance S1 after the application of brakes, and it will collides with the parked vehicle, and both the vehicles skid through a distance S2. Okay, after the application both the vehicles skids through a distance S2. So V1, that is the WA is the weight of the vehicle A, WB is the weight of the vehicle B. Then V1 is the initial speed of vehicle A, V2 before, that is during skidding, the speed will be V2, and V3 during collision, that is during collision, while at collision the speed will be V3. After the collision the vehicle becomes to halt position, that is the vehicle comes to rest, that is V4 is equal to 0. S1 skid distance before collision, S2 skid distance before coming to stop, that is during collision what will be the distance traveled by the both the vehicle. So a vehicle A will be moving at speed V1. It will see a parked vehicle B. The driver in the vehicle A applies the brake and it skids through a distance S1. So, but he can't control the vehicle. The vehicle collides with the B, and both A and B travels through a distance of S2. Both A and B travels through a distance of S2 with a speed V3. That is at collision or during collision, the speed of the vehicle will be V3. Then when the vehicle after collision it will comes to rest, that we speed we are going to call it as V4 is equal to 0. So S1 is the skid distance before collision, S2 is the skid distance after collision, or we can call it as a during collision also. Okay, during collision. Okay, kindly note down the things. So kindly inform me when it is completed so that we can go for analysis part. Completed? Completed? Okay, okay. Write down, write down. So little bit fast. We have to solve one problem. So little bit fast. Write it. Okay. And one thing I forgot to tell here, all the speeds are in kmph. Kindly note down. All the speeds are in kmph, not in meter per second. Whatever the speed we are taking here, everything will be in kmph, not in meter per second. All the speeds in kmph. So all this skid distance will be measured in terms of meter. Okay, it will be measured in terms of meter. The weight, whether it may be measured in terms of ton or kg. Skid distance will be measured in terms of meter only. So kindly make it fast. Over.
No, sir.
So make it fast. So this is the first type of collision. For your syllabus only type 1 is there, that is the moving vehicle collides with the parked vehicle. There are other 5 types are there. For your syllabus only they have kept it for one type, that is the type 1 when the moving vehicle collides with the parked vehicle. Completed? Completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Note down, that is the first formula. Before collision, note down the formula. V1 square is equal to V2 square plus 254 S1. Okay. So before collision, V1 square is equal to V2 square plus 254 S1. So I told right, before collision the vehicle will be moving at V1 kmph. When it is about to collide, it will reduces the speed to V2 and it will skids through a distance of S1. The same thing as represented here. That is, as we all know that v square minus u square is equal to 2as. The same formula is applied here. Okay, the vehicle in motion or particle in motion, the speed, the same formula is applied here. So v square minus 2u square is equal to 2as concept applied. Okay, that is before collision. So kindly note down at collision also step 2. At collision, so WA V2 by G, it is summation of WA plus WB by G into V3. So V2 we required, we have to substitute V2 here. So that's why we have calculated this equation. So mark this as equation 1, mark this as equation 2. So here also the same concept we have adopted, that is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Substituting v2, we are writing v2 in terms of weight of the vehicle, that is WA WB divided by WA into V3. So substitute this in equation 1. So make a statement here. Substitute A in equation 1. So this implies V1 square is equal to V2 square formula, write down. So simply remember the formulas, the equation 1, equation 2, and I am going to show the equation 3. If you remember those formulas, it will be enough. Kindly inform me when it is completed so that we will go for solution. Completed? Completed?
Yes, sir.
Others completed or not? Kindly respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next, after collision. After collision, the same, that is the formula what we have taken, the same thing we are going to consider here. But V3 and V4 we are going to consider. And since we know that V4 is equal to 0. Why? Because the vehicle comes to halt. Make a statement here. Vehicle comes to rest. That's why V4 is equal to 0. So note down this equation 3. Note down the equation 3. After getting, substitute V3 square in the equation 1 or equation 2. So we are going to get this equation. Using this equation we can easily directly can be determined. That is, the initial speed of the vehicle can be easily determined. Initial speed of the vehicle can be determined. So the same concept here also we are applying v square minus u square is equal to 2as after collision, but u becomes 0 here. Why? Because the vehicle comes to rest after collision. Now substitute v3 square in this equation 2. Here you have to substitute v3 square. So the equation 2 implies v1 square is equal to, so V3 square we know that 254 S2 plus 254 S1. So kindly note down the formula whatever I have highlighted, the red color, in red color what I have highlighted. So directly you can get the formula, or you can follow the steps also for determining the initial speed of the vehicle. Is it understood? Is it understood or not? So write down So you can directly get the V1 using the equation whatever I have put it in the box, or you can go for step 1, step 2 or step 3. In the exam they will ask for 8 marks. Okay, the question will be asked for 8 marks. So step 1 carries some marks, step 2 you have to do step wise. Okay, for your reference you can directly calculate using the formula. So is it completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So note on the first question. A vehicle of weight 2 ton skids through a distance equal to 40 meter before colliding with another parked vehicle of weight 1 ton. After collision, both vehicles skids through a distance of 12 meter before stopping. Compute the initial speed of the moving vehicle and assume average coefficient of friction as 0.5. So kindly note down the first problem. Kindly note down the first problem. A vehicle of weight 2 ton skids through a distance equal to 40 meter before colliding with another parked vehicle of weight 1 ton. Then after collision, both the vehicles skids through a distance equal to 12 meter before stopping. That is it is a type 1 problem. Okay, type 1, that is a moving vehicle collides with the parked vehicle. So in this you are going to determine the initial speed of the moving vehicle. Compute the initial speed of the moving vehicle. So write it fast. So we have to solve one more problem. Completed?
No, sir.
Okay. Write down. When it is completed, kindly inform me so that I will go for solution part. Very simple problem. They may ask for 8 marks. Okay. In all the question paper, you can see this one. Either in the module 2, they may ask, or in the module 4, they may ask this question. Okay. In both the modules, the accident analysis is there. So either in module 2 or in module 4, they may ask this problem. Completed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will go for solution. Now I told right a moving vehicle. So a moving vehicle, that is vehicle A is moving, and there is a vehicle B which is parked vehicle. So the initial speed of the vehicle is not known to us, and whenever the vehicles see the vehicle B, it applies the brake. Okay, it will apply the brake and it skids through a distance S1. Before application, before hitting the vehicle B, it skid through a distance S1. Then what will happen? After skidding, the vehicle A hits the vehicle B and which will be moving. Okay, so when it is skidding, the speed will be V2. So when it collides with the vehicle B, when vehicle A collides with the vehicle B, it skid through a distance S3 and it will move with a speed V3. Then after collision, what will happen? The vehicle A and vehicle B will comes to halt. Okay, where vehicle B comes to halt means it is 0. So remember, a vehicle is the screen is visible, right? Whiteboard is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding? Are you following
Yes,
this
sir.
one? Kindly respond.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
following this
Yes,
one?
sir.
Okay. So initially the vehicle A will be moving with V1 kmph, that we are going to determine. And when the vehicle A see the vehicle B, parked vehicle, it will skid through a distance S1, and the speed during skidding, the speed will be V2. So the driver can't control and he will hit the vehicle B and travels to a distance S2, not S3. It is S2 with a speed V3. So with a speed V3, then after collision the vehicle comes to rest. V4 is equal to 0. Now tell me what are all the data they have given. So solution part. What is the weight
Sir,
of,
after collision, both
any
vehicles
doubts?
move, I guess. Yes, sir. After collision also, they move for 12 meters, I guess, sir. According to question.
According to question.
After collision also, both the vehicle move for around 12 meters.
That is during collision the vehicle both the vehicles move through a distance S2. During collision only it will move. Okay. That is during or after collision we can consider. Okay. But at last the vehicle is going to come to rest. Okay. After collision the vehicle will come to rest. Okay. We can consider this as here two parts are there. One is during collision and after collision. Okay. Is it clear?
Clear, sir.
Now what is the weight of vehicle here?
2 ton.
Weight of, it is 2 ton. What is the weight of vehicle B?
1 ton.
Weight of vehicle B?
1 ton.
1 ton.
1 ton. Okay. What is S1? That is before collision, what is the distance traveled?
40 meters.
During collision or after collision, what is the distance traveled? 12 meter.
12.
What is the F value? F value given as 0.5. Now, in this problem, first we are going to work out from the back. That is after collision. What is the formula for after collision? Formula for after collision?
V3 square equals
V3 square is equal to 254 F S2. Is it right? Now input all
Yes,
the
sir.
values. F is 0.5, S2 is 12 meter. So that will be the speed. This is V3 square we are going to get. We need V3. How much? This one?
1524, sir.
1524. Square root of 1524. Calculate the value.
39.03.
39.03. So our main aim is determining V1 by back calculation. From the backwards we are going to calculate. Now at collision what is the formula? At collision we are going to determine V2. V2 is equal to WA plus WB divided by WA into V3. V3 we have already known to us. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So WA is 2 ton, WB is 1 divided by WA is 2 into 39.03. Calculate it. That is 3 by 2 into 39.03. How much is the value?
58.95.
58.95 kmph. Okay. Now we know V2 and V3. Can't we calculate V1? So kindly note down parallelly. So before collision, you know the formula before collision. V1 square is equal to V2 square plus 254 F S2. So V2 square we'll know 58.95 square plus 254 into F is 0.5 into it is S1. S1 is equal to 40. So we will get V1 square. Calculate the V1 square value. How much you are going to get?
8555.1.
8551.1. Now calculate V1. Square root of 8551.1.
5.1.
92.49
92.49.
kmph. So, do we got the speed?
8,955.
Huh?
V1 square is 8,555.
555. Okay. Have you got this problem? Have you understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So kindly note down. I will show how to calculate directly within one step. But in the exam, you have to follow this one. That is, first we have to calculate V3, then V2, then V1 we have to calculate. That is, after collision, first step is after collision formula you have to use. Then the second step is during collision. The third step is before collision. Is the problem is easy or difficult?
Easy,
Easy or
sir.
difficult? Easy or difficult? Easy. Okay. Now I will show using direct formula. So using a direct formula, V1 is equal to square root of 254F. So S2 into WA plus WB by WA into whole square plus S1. Input all the values, get the V1 speed. So 254 into 0.5, S2 is 12, 3 plus 1 by 2, 2 plus 1 by 2 whole square plus 40. Calculate the value. Are you getting the same value? Check it. Are you getting the same value? Check it. Are you getting 92.24 kmph?
Yes, sir.
92.44 kph.
92 point?
That is
24.
24.
Okay. Are we getting the same value what we have calculated using the steps and direct formula?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
But this step, this is for your reference, okay, to check whether the problem what you have calculated is correct or not. In the exam, don't do in single step. They will ask for 8 marks. You have to do in the step wise. That is before collision, after collision, during collision, then at before collision, the steps you are going to do. Okay. Note on the next problem. Any doubts in this? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. Note on the next problem. This is also very simple. So a vehicle skids through a distance equal to 40 meter. Before colliding with the parked vehicle, the weight of which is 75% of the former vehicle. After collision, both the vehicles skids through a distance 14 meter. Before stopping, compute the initial speed of the moving vehicle. Assume average coefficient of friction as 0.65. Assume average coefficient of friction as 0.65. 0.65. Assume average coefficient of friction as 0.65. So these are the simple problems. you are going to get in the module 4. These accidents problems you may get in the module 4, or you may also get these problems in the module 2 also. Okay. Shall we go for solution? Shall we go for solution?
One minute.
Okay, okay. Write down, write down. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Others completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, we'll go for solution. Okay, what is the solution? What is the distance they have given? S1
40.
40 meter. S2 after collision, what is the distance traveled?
14.
Hmm?
14.
14. Okay. Now F value they have given it as 0.65. They have kept one trick here, WA, WB. Have they mentioned that weight of the vehicle anywhere?
No, sir.
Now we will take
Percentage.
WA is equal to WA, and they have mentioned that weight of B vehicle is equal to 75% of weight of farmer vehicle. Farmer vehicle means we are going to consider it as a WA only. So weight of vehicle B is equal to 0.75 into WA. Is it clear? Is it clear this step?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will go for solution part. So first one, after collision, what is the formula? V3 square is equal to 254F S2. So I will write here only. So I will directly square root that one. So square root of 254 into 0.65 into S2, it is 14. Calculate the value of
48.
speed.
48.07, sir.
48.07 kmph. Now during collision, V2 is equal to WA plus WB divided by WA into V3. So here we have to consider WA. What is WB? According to problem, what is WB?
0.75
0.75.
0.75 WA divided by WA into V3. So simplify this one, take WA common out here, 1 plus 0.75 divided by WA into V3. WA get cancelled. So 1.75 times the V3. So check it how much you are going to get. Multiply this one, 1.75 into 48.07.
12, sir.
Huh?
84.12.
84.12 kmph. Then calculate before collision. Before collision, V1 is equal to V2 square plus 254 F S1. So V2 square 84.12 square plus 254 into F is 0.65 into 40. So calculate the value. This is V1. Check it how much you are going to get. I am getting a 117 kmph. Are we getting 116.974?
116.964, sir.
Okay, we'll round it to 117. So you can
117.
observe here. So initially the speed of the vehicle is 117. Okay, when it is colliding with the vehicle B, the speed is reduced to 84. Again, when it is moving with the parked vehicle, its speed becomes 48, and at last it becomes 0. Okay, so you can observe initially the speed of the vehicle is 117. When it is reduced, when it is collides with the vehicle B, it will reduce its speed to 84. Again, during collision, that is after collision, it moves with a speed of 48 kmph, and at last it comes to halt, that is 0 kmph. This is V1, this is V2, this is V3, V4, that is 0. Okay, is it clear, these problems? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts in this? Any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So I hope it is clear, right? If you have any doubts, okay. Now we will solve using a direct formula also. Check it. Check using direct formula. Direct formula. V1 is equal to 254F WA plus WB divided by WA whole square S2 plus S1. So 254 into 0.65 WA plus 0.75 WB divided by WA whole square into S2 it is 14, S1 it is 40. Check it. Are we getting the same value? 117 kmph. So I will show this step also here. Okay. Square root of 254 into 0.65 1.75 whole square into 14 plus 40. Check it. Are we getting the same value? Are we getting the same value?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Same value.
Same value we are getting. Okay. So I will stop here. Any doubts in this? Is the problems are easy or difficult? This one.
Easy, sir.
Easy, sir.
Easy. So that is from Wednesday class onwards, we will start with highway lighting. Okay, and we will complete this 4th module by this week or by Monday. Next Monday or by this week, we will be completing this 4th module. Okay, so we are only left out with this highway lighting. Then air pollution and noise pollution. Okay, so those are the two general concepts what we have learned in our primary school also. So in the primary school or high school, we have already gone through the what do you mean by noise pollution, what do you mean by air pollution, what are the causes for air pollution and noise pollution, and what are the remedial measures we can provide for air pollution and noise pollution. And in the 5th module, we are going to discuss about little bit different, that is travel demand management and all those things we will be discussing. Up to here it is clear, right? Up to here what we have discussed, it is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For mechanical and mechatronics students, are you here? Mechanical and mechatronics?
Yes, sir. We are here.
Okay. So up to where sir has completed? Sir has completed with the signal design. Signal design is over.
So he has completed up to noise pollution.
Noise pollution. Okay. So sir has solved. Sir has solved the problems on Webster's method and IRC method.
Webster method, he solved it.
Oh, okay. You have solved, but IRC method. Okay. We will take one special class for you people, and we will solve those problems. Okay, that is IRC method. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I hope everything is clear, right? Any doubts in these problems, you can contact me at any time so that we will get to know whether if you are facing any difficulty in your problem solving or any theory portion. If you are facing any difficulty, you can contact me. And I have uploaded all the module notes. That is whatever the PPT I am preparing. That's enough for your notes. Okay. That is enough. If you want detailed notes, means I have uploaded the detailed notes also in the notes section. You can refer. And my suggestion is whenever whatever the PPT I am preparing, it is comprises of notes only. Whatever the things they will be asking in the exam, it will be comprised of that only. Nothing to worry. And anything to discuss, or if you have any problem or any problem with the subject, if you are not understanding any concept. In the second module, I think sir has solved all the problems, right? Spot speed studies problems, graphs and everything is completed. Graphs.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then speed and delay problems, it is completed.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Okay. I hope problems all are solved. Only IRC method is left out. So we will solve one day. We will take 1 hour special class, and we will take up that IRC method. Okay. Then in the module 4, we have solved. We have concluded with this accident and the problems what we have solved. So remember this problem what we have solved. It is very easiest problem. In every question paper, the question paper also uploaded in the MS Teams. You can go through that. In every question paper, this question will be there. Okay, that is determining the initial speed of the vehicle. Okay, so I'll stop here. So we will meet again on Wednesday, and we will try to complete that noise pollution and air pollution by Wednesday class. And on Friday we will go for street lighting, and there are 2 problems on street lighting, and we will wind up that 4th module. Okay. So thank you. You can leave now. Thank you. Have a good day.